Today our focus is going to be on writing an equation when we're given b, which is the y-intercept, and a point on the line. So I have it written out step by step for us at first. So our b is 4 and our point is 3, -2. So the first thing we're going to do is write our equation. Our equation for slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we'll always write that first. Step number 2 is we're going to plug in everything that we know. Well, with our coordinate, we know that this is an x and this is y. So when I plug in for y, I'm going to say -2. I do not know my slope yet, so I'm going to leave the m. My x is 3. And then my b is a +4. So after I've plugged in, I'm going to put things together that I know how. So we're going to say -2 equals m times 3 is the same as 3m, and then just write down +4. Now, this is pretty much a two-step equation from this point. Our goal is to get m by itself. To get m by itself, we have to get rid of this +4. So the opposite of adding 4 is subtracting 4. And I'm going to go ahead and draw my line so you can see my two sides of my equation. If I subtract 4 on this side, I have to subtract 4 on this side as well. -2 minus 4 is -6. And that is equal to 3m. Now, I have 3 times m. I still don't have m completely by itself. So to undo this multiplying, we're going to divide by 3. The opposite of multiplying is dividing. And -6 divided by 3 is going to give me -2 as my m, or my slope. So step 3, after you have found m, you already have b, we're going to plug back into the equation. So I have y equals, my m is -2, my b was +4. So -2x plus 4. And you can see, I'm going to keep the same colors for you. -2 is your slope, +4 is your y-intercept. So this is one that's just broken down step by step for you. Our next example, I'm not going to write out the steps each time. So this time we have a b of -3, and we have a coordinates, which is a point on that line of 1, -1. So the first thing we're going to always do is write down our equation, y equals mx plus b. And then step 2 is plug in what you know. Well, I know in this coordinate, I have an x and I have a y. So I'm going to have -1. It's equal to m times, my x value is 1. And then my b, instead of plus b, remember this plus is really the sign that's in front of your y-intercept. So my b value is -3, so I'm going to write -3. Now I'm going to put things together. So I have -1 equals m times 1 is 1m minus 3. Now we're back to our two-step equation. Here's my dividing line. How do I get m by itself? I have to kick -3 out. So the opposite of -3 is to add 3 on both sides. -1 plus 3 will give me a slope of 2 equals 1m. Now, this is 1 times m. How do we undo multiplying? We'll divide by 1. And remember, if you divide by 1, you're just going to get the same value. So my m, my slope, is 2. So when we rewrite my equation, I will have y equals 2x minus 3. Because my slope was 2, my y-intercept was -3.